country. There's gold in them hills and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see, you can't believe how the color of gold makes you lose control. Well, there's gold in them hills and I've got the fever.
Welcome back, everybody. Jack Tucker here, Gold Fever Adventures. I'm still up here in the Meadview area, up by Lake Mead, northern Arizona. Been doing a little bit of metal detecting. So far, I have gotten about 40 pieces of gold so far, metal detecting. I got a couple grammars, just over a gram, and total was probably maybe about 13 grams so far. But thought I'd take a break doing metal detecting, do me a little bit of dry washing today. Since it's fairly dry out here, it's going to be probably a warm day. It's probably going to get up to about 85, 86 degrees. It already starts to feel a little bit warm. Just a tad bit of cloud cover in the sky. But I'm going to set up with this dry washer. I'm going to run me some material. And then I'm going to clean it up, pan it out, and see what kind of gold that I'm getting. But let me show you why I chose this particular spot where I'm going to be taking my sample out of, you could say. But anyways, I want to thank you guys coming along and sharing on these adventures. As I walk around, I see these right here, trumpet plants, desert trumpet plants. These grow in highly mineralized ground. They like mineralization. So that's a good sign for gold, mineralization. And all over out here, there's caliche. See, this is all just caliche stuff here that's just all deteriorated apart. But it's all caliche through here. And until the old timers have been here, you can see the old cans. But in these washes, they've pushed down to the caliche layers. A nice big hunk of quartz. But you can see all of these piles right here that they have just pushed up, all up and down through here out of this wash. There's some little tailings right there. These are probably dry wash tailings right here. But you see where they've pushed all of this stuff up at, right through here. It's just for some reason pushed up, whether they wanted to see what was under the ground or they were going to run it and just never did. But walking through this wash, see, here's the caliche. It's not that deep. So these push piles could have some gold in them. And that's what I'm going to be testing, some of these push piles. You know, I'll tell you another reason why I like this here spot also. It's kind of hill-like and it's coming down into this wash. And then on the other side, you got another hill and it's coming down. It's got this big wash right here. You go over there and you don't find a lot of tailings. Over here, though, you'll find more tailings and more pushes. So it's telling me that maybe the gold is actually coming off this side of the hill and coming down into here. Well, those old timers, they knew that as well. So that's why I am concentrating in this wash right here. So I think what I'm going to do is get this pile right here and run it. Looks like it's the last pile here down this way. Maybe I might be better off getting up in the front, but I'm going to start with this one right here. I'm going to be using a puffer style dry washer, and I'll show you that there before we get shoveling some of this material. I don't have to pick it. It's already been scooped up, so it will run fairly easy. I'm going to surmise anyways that's the case. Okay, now before we get started, let me just show you on a puffer, in case some of you don't know that. Now, a puffer dry washer has a bellows on it. And what happens is this will go up and down, and when it goes down, it will allow these flaps to open up, and it will force air up into the box. Then when this goes up, these flaps, of course, will stay closed, and it pushes air into the riffle tray. And it's just this constant action back and forth that's pushing air, bringing air into your riffle tray, and each time it's causing that to move down. Now, the riffles are backwards on a dry washer. than they are on the sluice box, because the heavies come down, they get lodged in the back of these here, right here, and then the heavies stay in there. So that's a little bit different, but a dry washer. Out here in the desert, it's about the only means we have to get gold. You know, I just really feel tired. I'm just not with it today for some reason. Kind of groggy. Maybe I didn't sleep well last night. I don't know, but I just don't feel with it. But I got to get some shoveling here. And, well, I better get busy. It ain't going to just hop in the box. Now, when you are out here in the desert, it is important that you stay hydrated. And you should have some shade of some type while you're working, because this heat and this sun can really play a number on you. Like every good prospector, I got shade with me. I like to fill up my hopper box, and then I can take a little break as I'm cleaning this up. You out too. Some good exercise. You don't have to go to no damn gym. Just go gold prospecting. That's all the exercise you need. Whew. Dry washer can be a little dusty. Some people like to wear a mask so you don't get that valley fever. But I enjoy black boogers. What can I say? Whew, man. Tell if you grab the dirt that you're running and you squeeze it and it clumps together, then it's too wet to run. But if it just falls apart, you can run it. Dry washers are not the most efficient way to get gold, but out in the desert, they're about the only way to get gold. And you see like these little dirt clogs or pieces of rocks. Well, dry washer won't break these up and won't wash them like they will in water. So that's why you get better gold recovery in water than you do in air. There's a lot of black sands in here. I can see my black sands. Sometimes you can flip these back. Behind the riffles, you can see pieces of gold. See, there's a lot of black sands in here, though. So that's a good sign. I like these twist lids. Go pan that out. Now this particular dry washer, this here is made by Mad Mining. They were made after the Thompson dry washer. This guy bought out the Thompson dry washers, and the Thompson dry washers were a pretty good dry washer. They had a couple little problems with them, and so he kind of redesigned them and made them a little bit better. But this one was made after the Thompson dry washers, or from the Thompson dry washers, you should say. Well, there's a telltale sign. I could have used a classifier. I got a 1/4 inch here, but I never did. Got a little pan, little 12-inch pan, panning in a little dinky cat litter box thing. Works pretty good. I'm just going to pan this rather quickly since it's just a test. I just want to know what's in there. Tons of black sands. I'm just going to pan it down to that black sand level right now just to see if I see anything in there, and then I'll pan it some more out there. Chunky, some good chunky black sands. Yeah, there's gold in there. There's a piece right there. It's not a bad little flake. There's some more right there. Another piece right there. Huh. Some little finds right there. Let me clean this up and I'll show you. Wind's kind of picking up a little bit now for some reason. I don't know why, but I guess decide to do that. But you tell me if you think that's worth going back again or not. But there's some little bit of finds right there. A couple nice little pieces right there. Bunch of finds right there. For what little bit I ran, I don't think that was too bad. I think that's pretty good. I want to say that particular wash, though, it's not bad for what little bit I ran. You know, and I was running this material pretty fast, too, so if I slowed down, I'd probably have a little better recovery rate on it and don't open that chute so far. But I was pretty well just letting that thing pour on out of there and run. And I still did pretty good. I could probably rerun my tailings again and get some more gold. I'm also going to probably surmise that the top of the pile is probably the bottom of the wash. I'm going to say what they probably did is they piled this stuff up or got it out of the wash because they wanted to get down as close as to caliche as they could. And that's what they were running, is that top layer off of some of this stuff. And you see some of their dry wash tailings like right there. That's what these old timers used a lot of. They had these little portable dry washers. They were probably more likely a puffer style dry washer that they packed around with them and just working wherever they could, getting a little bit of color here, a little bit of color there. You see little bits of dry wash tailings all over the place. Cans, them old timers, them miners, you know, they were all over out here looking for gold. Of course, we're still out here looking for gold, aren't we? Well, I'm going to go ahead and set this dry washer back up again and do me another little run. Or, you know, maybe I should just go back to metal detecting. Seemed like I found bigger pieces metal detecting, and it probably was less work. So do I want to go back to dry washing or metal detecting? I'll have to contemplate that for a minute. Can't believe it, but the sun changed position, so I had to rechange my position as well. Look at all these trumpet plants growing in this pile as well. It's gotta be a good sign, huh? bit of dent in there. Got me a little pile. I ran a little bit of dirt. Ooh, baby. Sorry about that. Well, that's my second run. I just thought of something funny. I should do a little contest, huh? How many shovelfuls of dirt did I run through that dry washer? That would be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, one of these days I may do some contests. Give away some gold. Go ahead and pull this tray on out now. Dump this. All right, there's another little run. I'm gonna go pan this out now. You know, I could run some material right inside this wash since I know there's gold here. These old timers probably took it all the way down to caliche, so anything that's in here now is probably filled back in over the years from the runoffs coming up. So there could still be some good gold in this here. How fast I ran this time. Yeah, a lot of black sand. Take this down just a little bit more. Now what happens, I should have classified this material, and I'm going to show you why here. I don't want to give you a panty lesson, but see these larger pieces of rock and that in there? Well, when I've got to try to pan these up over that riffle, anything smaller than that can be lost because it takes more force to get rid of those larger pieces of rock. That's why it's always nicer to classify your material before you pan it out. Okay, let me show you that. Let me show you. There's a lot of large. See, there's a nice piece right there, some fines right there. Right there. Not a whole lot, but there's gold in there. That'll add up good to with my last run. I put that all together, suck that up, be a nice little bit of gold. I got some gold anyways, nothing major. Put that right there with that other one all together. Okay. Well, so I did get me some gold dry washing, so you can't say I didn't get nothing. I got a little bit. It wasn't much. Seemed like I can get bigger pieces metal detecting, that's for sure. And it wasn't as much work. So I think maybe I'll go back to metal detecting. That's what I think I will do. But anyways, I sure want to thank you guys coming along and sharing on these adventures. Get out yourself. You know, get out there and get yourself some of that little bit of that yellow gold. Anyways, want to thank you guys coming along, sharing on these adventures. So until our paths cross again, you guys all have a fantastic week. And thank you for watching.